Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Let me tell you a story you'll never see on TV. Yes, I was on The Chase. You know the one, that high-pressure quiz show where contestants face off against some of the smartest minds in the country, trying to outrun a chaser and win thousands of pounds. But what they don't show you is the secret round. It all started like any other day on set. Bright lights, a nervous green room filled with strangers quickly bonding over trivia cards and cups of terrible instant coffee. I'd made it through the audition, survived the rapid-fire cash builder, a respectable 5,000 pounds, thank you very much, and somehow, by wit, luck, and the chaser underestimating me, I'd outrun the beast himself and made it to the final chase. But that's where things took a turn. After the cameras stopped rolling, and while the audience was ushered out, and the chaser disappeared backstage, presumably to brood or feast on encyclopedias, a producer tapped me on the shoulder. "You're invited," she said, voice low, "to take part in the round beneath." At first, I thought it was a joke, but then she handed me a black envelope sealed with a gold stamp shaped like a question mark. I opened it. Inside, a single line. "Only those who truly chase knowledge may enter." I followed her through a side door, down a narrow corridor that twisted beneath the studio like some kind of labyrinth. The air was colder. The lights flickered. I half expected to find Bradley Walsh in a wizard's robe, cackling. Instead, I entered a hidden chamber. Stone walls, a circular table lit from above, and three shadowy figures sitting silently. A voice echoed, "Welcome to the secret round." They explained that every once in a while, a contestant is chosen, not for the money, but for the mind. A chance to test not just general knowledge, but intuition, logic, courage. It was just me, a ticking clock, and the first question. You're in a dark room. There are 3 doors. Behind one, freedom. Behind the others, eternal loops of trivia questions with no escape. You may ask one question to one guard. One always lies, one always tells the truth, one speaks in riddles. Go. I laughed nervously. It was the classic riddle, but with a twist. 3 guards? Somehow I cracked it. Don't ask me how. Adrenaline and years of watching only connect, probably. Next, they tested memory, flashing 20 symbols in 10 seconds. Then logic. A chess problem with invisible knights. It went on for what felt like hours. At one point, the lights dimmed and I was told to face my mental fear. The wall lit up with maths problems, my greatest nemesis. I broke into a cold sweat, but I pushed through. Finally, silence. One of the shadowy figures stood and said, "You have passed." I waited for some grand prize, maybe a secret club, a golden trivia crown, a key to the universe. Instead, they gave me another envelope. Inside, it simply read, "You'll remember this, but no one will ever believe you." The next morning, I was back to reality. My episode aired weeks later. No mention of the secret round. No clue that anything unusual had happened. Just me, smiling awkwardly as Bradley made a pun about my last name and asking what I'd do with the money. But sometimes, late at night, I swear I hear a faint echo of that voice. "Welcome to the secret round." And I wonder, did it really happen? Or was it all just a post-quiz adrenaline dream? You decide.